Hi there. This video may be a little bit all over the place. I'll try and keep it as coherent as possible. But yeah, the main purpose of the video is I've just managed to acquire the elite Necromancer Robes that come with the Necromantic Grimoire. I'm playing on PlayStation 4 and I'm on the anniversary edition of Skyrim, so the Necromantic Grimoire comes as standard with that. People on different platforms or different versions may have to download it separately. But in any case, these elite Necromancer Robes should start appearing from level 32, and the Ascendant Necromancer Robes, which are the next variant upscaled of these ones, should start appearing at level 40. Now they are quite difficult to get hold of. I managed to get a set, I'll just go to the map, in Obsfall Cave. There are quite a few necromancers in there, and one of them dropped these robes, but it is quite random. A lot of people advise to go to Ingvild, which I'm also showing you on the map, which is luckily quite nearby, so you could check out both these locations in a short space of time. The named necromancer in Ingvild, I can't remember his name now, but there is a quest associated with that where you have to collect his journals. Is it Arundel? Something like that, perhaps. But he often wears these robes, apparently, but he didn't when I went through there. I cleared this with no luck. But as I said, I managed to get them in Obsfall Cave. And what these robes do is it increases the duration of conjuration spells, but it also increases summon limit by 1 for lesser conjured or reanimated undead. Now that's a little bit ambiguous. It says lesser, but actually you'll see that when I'm wearing these robes, I've got the Wrathman spell, which is an expert level conjuration spell. And now I've got these on, it should let me cast 3. And it does. Just as a point of interest, I will just show you that this effect does not apply to Atranax or familiars, even novice or apprentice level ones. See, wearing these robes, I can still only have 2 familiars. And let's try with the Flame Atranax, which is also an apprentice level. It will only let me have 2, but with an apprentice level undead summons, such as Conjure, Skeleton Marksman, it will let me have 3 of those. So the upshot is, these robes are only useful if you're going to be using undead summons or using thralls. Now I'm now going to disenchant these robes, and that should give me an effect called Empower Necromancy. So I can then apply this effect to the basic vampire armour that I'm going to be wearing. So you'll see we'll go to Empower Necromancy. So I have 100 Enchanting skill, and it'll let me increase duration by 15%, and just one extra lesser conjured or reanimated undead. Now, no matter what you do, you cannot increase that summons limit. It'll only ever let you have one more. But obviously, if you use like the restoration loop, you'll be able to increase that conjuration spell duration. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm not using the conjuration loop as such, but I do actually have this enchanted amulet, which increases enchanting skill by 400. I obtained that from a mod called Minerva's Apothecary. There are a few interesting jewellery items contained in that mod, and that should allow me to increase to a reasonable amount the conjuration duration. Yeah, you see, it's gone from 15% up to 101%, but still only one extra summons. So I have the dual effect perk in Enchanting, so I'll also add Magicka regen onto that chest piece as well. You can only apply this Empower Necromancy to chest garments. You can't put it on jewellery. So let's just alter the name of this. Let's call it Conjurer Chest, just so I don't get it mixed up with some basic armour that I might pick up later on. And let's now put it to the test. So this should work in exactly the same way as the Necromancer Robes, just to show that it does transfer to the enchanted item. So you see, it lets me have 3 Wrathmen. If I try to conjure a 4th, one of them just disappears. Now I'm just going to go out into the courtyard area, so I don't send furniture flying all over the place. But yeah, the way to make things really interesting and get the full benefit from this item of clothing... That's a wrong one. Yeah, so I have most of the spells available. I've been to the Soul Cairn, obviously, and got the Wrathman, Bone Man. Mist Man I already had from living at this location, Blood Chill Cavern. I nearly call it Bone Chill Cavern for some reason. And yeah, I don't have the Alien Lich yet, so I can't test that. I have had it on a previous playthrough. But yeah, I'm going to cast the Bone Colossus right now. And with that spell, it's small text, I'm just going to have to lean forward. Summons a Bone Colossus. While active, conjured skeletons regenerate health and blah blah blah. So you can only have 1 Colossus at a time, and you should be able to have 2 skeletons with him. But if you have the twin souls, like I have, on the conjuration tree, ordinarily you can cast him and 3 Wrathmen. But now we can have 4. And if you want to make things even more interesting, We'll do the Bone Colossus again. You have to cast him first, by the way. If you cast the Wrathmen first and then conjure the Bone Colossus, he just negates all of the previously conjured undead. They'll just disappear. But now we have him, we can also conjure, if you have this spell. So you can actually have, if you have the Twin Souls, you can conjure Bone Colossus and 2 Ancient Death Priests. No, that's wrong. Actually, you can't, obviously. Yeah, clearly they don't count as skeletons. Right, so I've got the Bone Colossus again. Yeah, I think I'm understanding how this works now. So now I'll conjure the Ancient Death Priest. So that counts as the Twin Soul, obviously. And then now I should be able to cast 2 Wrathmen. And obviously things look a little bit silly now with all those shades hanging around. Right, I don't think... Or perhaps I can, let's see. See if I can get a 3rd Wrathman. Wow. That's more than I expected, actually. So, yeah, that's a real army, is it not? Right, I think I'll leave the video there then. And I hope this has been informative, and good luck in the hunt for these Necromancer Robes. It might take a while, but it is worth it if you enjoy the undead summons tree. Thank you very much.